Hey guys, Toxic Apple 64 here from Let's Play a Nation and my own channel as well, and this is our second GM mode on NHL 13. And I saw some people saying due to Toronto Maple Leafs, and I like the team. I think they have a good young team overall, and I don't think they're not like one of those bad teams that it's really hard to rebuild with or something. Whoops, I didn't mean to load that. Sorry guys. Get back into the new one. There we go. Anyways, so I'm gonna pick Toronto. Skill level, it will be superstar. Sorry, it'll be on hardcore. Period length 20 minutes. Season start date regular season. Current rosters. Cap on. I'm gonna go authentic. Draft pick ownership. Fantasy draft will be off. Period length, yeah, 20. Post whistle rules. Whoops, not relaxed. Authentic. There it is. Never mind. It was already on there. And that's all good. And advanced settings, it will be a GM firing with off. So no GM firing. And it'll only be a 5-year one like I've done before, because I just find them easier to do, and I can pump out different types of teams. That way I get through a bunch of different teams, and we're not bored and stuck on the same one all the time. So that's why it's 5 years. And like I said, we're going to pick the Toronto Maple Leafs, wherever they are. There we go. Toronto, best player, Dion Phaneuf, the captain. And I'll name the general manager. There we go. So, Toxic. How do I... Oh, there we go. Sorry. I was trying to see if there was cap lock, but I guess there isn't. Toxic. And, no. Triangle, there we go. Apples. There we go. We're going to be our GM. We'll advance. Yes, CPU will automatically fix the teams. So, I'm really looking forward to doing it as Toronto, because they got a pretty young team. Like, when I was thinking of it, thinking of different teams, I know there was 3 teams anyways that I really wanted to do. One of them, Toronto, because I liked how young they were and how good they looked. Another team I was also planning on doing was Minnesota. Maybe that'll be in a future one, but I like them too, just because they're a team that's not in the rebuild stage. They're at a Stanley Cup playoff contender spot. They got the goalie, they got the superstars. So I think that they just need that little extra push. And the other team I was kind of looking at was Anaheim, because they're all over the place. So we'll make a new GM here. There we go, and we'll name it Toronto. There we go, how all my GM modes are titled. Yep. And I'll be right back, you guys. Sorry about that, guys. Someone walked in. Hopefully it didn't make it too awkward, the silence there. But yeah, it was only a few minutes, so we should be fine. Loading the GM. And yeah, I think I have a few first moves in mind, but I'll let you guys decide what I should do. There's a few different things I'd like to check out, so yeah, first off in this episode, I'll mainly just look at the roster, see what we need, suggest what I think we should do, and then see what you guys say. If you guys say do this, I'll take an idea into it. I'm not saying I'm going to do every comment you guys post, but yeah. Starting off here, whoops, there we go. GM options, let's go to the roster moves here. Check out the roster for the Toronto Maple Leafs. There we go, so their #1 most overall player, Dion Phaneuf, their captain. This guy's going to be with us the whole time. No way I'm trading him or getting rid of him. Here with us the whole time. Look at that. He's 4.5 or 5-star in every category. I love that. So yeah, definitely he'll be there for a while. Phil Kessel, he's gonna be a superstar. He'll also be here pretty much the whole GM. Look at that offensive 5-5-5-star categories. A little weak in physical and defense, but I imagine he'll get better. John-Free Lupul, solid second line center. Actually in our New York Islanders GM mode back on my channel, but yeah, definitely he's gonna be a solid second line center. Or not center, sorry, left wing. I'm not sure if I'll be keeping him the whole time, though. It really depends. We'll have to see about John Free. I think he'll be around for the first 2 years for sure, but I'm not sure. Next up, Clark MacArthur. I'm probably going to trade him within the first year, or maybe sometime this year I'm probably going to trade him, because I'm not a big fan of his, and like he's all right. He's not the worst, but I still think that I might be trading him. Next up, we got Carl Gunnarsson, a defenseman. 4 Red Stars, top 4 defenseman. Looks like a pretty solid defensive defenseman. I'm pretty sure he'll be around majority of it. Not sure if I'll keep him up on the top 4, though. I might make room for him and might put him down onto the bottom 2, but I'm not sure. We'll have to see about him. JVR, obviously, I'm going to play him on the first line. I really hope he can develop into that solid first liner that he never got to be in Philly. But yeah, I'd like to see him develop into a solid first liner up on the first line. 4.5 gold stars, pretty good. Tim Connolly, I don't know if he'll be sticking around. I kind of have to see what the rest of the roster looks like before I make a decision, but he's an okay player. Same thing with Matthew Lombardi, another player. Depends how everything sticks out. He's, again, an okay player. John Michael Lyles, probably going to be around only for the first 2 years at the max, just because of how old he is. And, you know, he's all right. Like, he's pretty good. Like, offensively, don't get me wrong, he's pretty good. But just because of how we have the team set out, I'm pretty sure he'll only be around for the first 2 years. Nikolai Kuhlman, I'm probably going to keep him the whole GM as like a second liner, maybe a third liner if we get a deep team. So, yeah, he'll probably be around for a long time. Gabrowski, I'm probably going to trade away, mainly because of how much his cap is. I believe, yeah, it's like 5 mil. I think we can get a cheaper second line center, pretty much, so that's why I think I'm going to be getting rid of Mikhail Garbajowski there. Jake Gardner, top 4, but he's going to be our superstar defenseman along with Dion, so 1-2 right there for defense for sure. So Jake Gardner and Dion on the top 2 for pretty much the whole GM. Tyler Bozak, I'd like to keep him for the whole GM as our third line center because I think he's a solid center, just like for that third type of player. So definitely on the third line, I'd like to keep him the whole GM. Jay McClement, I'm pretty sure I'll keep him as a fourth line center just how good he is. We know how good he is. He was in our Islanders GM mode, and yeah, he's just really good defensively. So I'll probably keep him as a fourth line center. Cody Franson, probably going to bump him up to a top 4 if I can. Get him a little bit better instead of 79 overall. But yeah, he's pretty solid offensive defenseman, at least for top 6 right now. Mike Komisarek, probably going to go. Depends, though. We might keep him around for a tiny bit, but probably going to get rid of Mike Komisarek here. Next up, David Steckel. Just your average fourth liner, nothing special. Okay, Mike Brown, just average fourth liner, nothing special. And that's it for you guys up there. Down here, we got Nazem Kadri, 4-star. I'm probably going to try to develop him into a second-line center and see how well he can play, because I'd like to see him develop. Joel Colburn, probably would like to see him become a second or third liner for sure. Power forward, probably could play him up on the second line early on. Next up, we have Mark Fraser, probably just a depth player pretty much. I don't think he'll be going anywhere, really. 25 years old. He could be like a top 6, but I think I'll just keep him as a depth D. Keith Coyne, nothing special. Ashton, he could probably be third, fourth liner for us of the future. Holzer, probably a top 6 of the future or depth defenseman. Matt Fratton, probably a third, fourth liner again of the future. I'm going to try to pronounce that name. Probably third, fourth liner of the future for us. G-Spurs or something like that. Not going anywhere, really. Could probably trade him away. Kostika, again, not really going anywhere. Dimago, no, nothing special. Hamilton, nothing. Jess Blacker, he could probably become a top 6, maybe a top 4, but top 6 defenseman of the future. Greg Scott, not going anywhere. Colton Orr, another fourth liner, nothing special though. Morgan Riley, though, this man's gonna be our superstar in the late years of this GM for sure. You know, 18 years old, 4.5-star offensive defenseman. I'm gonna love to have him on our team. Stuart Percy, probably gonna be a top 4 defenseman of the future. Tyler Brenner, he's all right. Nothing special though. Brohl, nothing special. Flack, probably maybe a fourth liner, but nothing really special. And that's pretty much it for the skaters. Moving on to the goaltenders, we have James Reimer as our starter, is listed as it. 24 years old, 4-star. Probably could become a starter pretty soon if we gave him the playtime. We have Ben Scriven, probably our future backup for sure. Then down here we got Ouya, probably another future backup, and Ryan S, another future backup. So not really an all-star goaltender, but Reimer is okay. So, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's go back. Call up some of the guys that were down here. So Kadri, you can come up. Colburn, you can come up. Any other fourth? No, that's it. That should be good. Let's see what the lines look like. So on the first line, okay. So Kessel's going first line with JVR on the left. Second line will be Lupul. And now here's the decision. I have a bunch of second liners. Who do I want to keep for a second line? I think Garbajowski's going. Bo's actually going to be down here. So it's either Connolly or Lombardi as our second line right winger. Lombardi, more of a third line center in my opinion. MacArthur and Connolly. I think it might be Connolly. How much is Connolly getting paid? Tim Connolly, he's getting paid 4.7. Oh, whoops, didn't mean X to that, boys. Sorry. Back to the roster move if we go. There we go. Anyways, Connolly, 4.7. MacArthur, though. I don't know. It's between MacArthur and Connolly for that second line right wing. I'll let you guys decide, though, whether it's Connolly that stays there or MacArthur. You guys, again, can pick who stays. So Connolly and MacArthur goes there. Let's leave it like that. Second line center, we also don't know. So it could actually, that could be the line if we wanted it to be. And then I could put, nah, but I want Kuhlman to get time as well. What if I put Kuhlman there, Connolly? Yeah, Kuhlman, Connolly, Lupul. MacArthur, I could trade away. So if I traded away MacArthur, Garbajowski, and Lombardi for that first line center, I'm looking for that first line center, right? If I made that move, then I kept Jay McClement down here as fourth line center. And then Brown and Steckel could also stay there. So in that move, so I'm going to trade MacArthur, Lombardi, and Garbajowski for a first line center and a third line right and left wing. That's what I'm looking for, you guys. Third line right and left wing and a first line center. Okay, and those are the three players I'm up to trade is Garbajowski, MacArthur, and Lombardi. Defensively now, Franzen will be up there. Franzen will be there. Gardner's going to come up here. Lyles. I think I'm going to play Lyles down here. I think I might scratch Komisarek. Let's see, Komisarek, he could be scratched. And I'll put in, where is he? Did I not call him up? Let's go back here. Did I call him Morgan Riley? Morgan Riley. Whoops, didn't mean to. Did I not call him up? What the hell? Why is it not letting me call him up? Okay, switch. Morgan Riley, where are you? Actually, you know what? No, he's listed to be in the juniors, so I'll give him one more year in the juniors. Never mind. I was going to put him in there, but never mind then. So where's Komisarek? I'll put him back in and switch him. Whoops. Switch him with Anderson. There we go. There we go. So there's our D-core right now. You guys can let me know what to do with lines. I know these two will stay. Franzen wants to stay, but you guys can tell me where to put these three guys right there. Power play and penalty and format, all these special lines, I'll leave it to you guys to decide what I should do because I'm not sure exactly. But yeah, give me a heads up, you guys. Goalies, I'm going to run with Reimer for a tiny bit, see if he can get a tiny bit better. And Scrivens, it doesn't really matter if I keep him as a backup or not. Okay, and let's switch the... Oh, man. What the hell? I have to put in players. Okay. I guess where I have to put in players. Okay, I'll put in whoever. I'll put in Komisarek there just for now. Then I'll let you guys help me decide where to do with the lines. Komisarek can go back in there. There we go. And also, actually, now that I'm thinking of it, we also still have Colburn and Kadri have to find a place for. So we already have another third liner in Kadri and Colburn, actually. So we just got to get a first line center. So if you guys want to help me decide how to trade Clark MacArthur, Mikhail Garbajowski, and Matthew Lombardi for a first line center. That's what I'm looking for. First line center, because what I think I'll do is I'll take Lombardi off, put Kadri there, I'll take MacArthur off, and put in Colburn there. I know Colburn's listed as the fourth liner, but I want him to get better. So there we go. There's our third line for the year, fourth line, second line. So these lines are all good. Unless you guys want me to trade one of these players, I'm fine with having all these players where they are right now. Just this first line, JVR and Kessel are fine, but I want you guys to tell me what to do with that first line center. And again, we can trade Garbajowski, Lombardi, and MacArthur. I'd like to trade all of them. I don't necessarily have to trade them all for first line center, but yeah, tell me what you guys decide. Defense, again, tell me what you guys, tell me what I should do, you guys, with these bottom three guys here. Then power play, doesn't really matter who I'm just gonna put in some. I'll put Brown in for everyone that way. I know who to take out just for now, and I'll let you guys decide. Like, in the comments, just post and say this line, this line, this line, right? So I'll let you guys tell me what to do for those lines. There we go. Now that the lines are all filled, just check the AHL best lines down here. Make sure everything is good. Yeah, everything looks fine. Okay. Okay, so that's pretty much the first video. I know it's not the longest video. I know I normally do like 20-minute videos, but again, you guys, I'm probably gonna just, like I said, show you guys the lines. Tell me what in the comments, just what to do, like what type of lines to do. And yeah, let's kind of bring us to the first change. Tell me if you guys want me to go into free agency as well. So comment away, you guys, and I'll see you guys.